everyone. I'm Melissa here, and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello, everyone. Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. We are talking about my trip to the Dominican Republic with some wonderful friends. Last week, I kind of split this into two. Last week, we went through kind of everything about the vacation, and also went through my suitcase on the way back, just to show you what I did, where, and what I didn't. Because when I was packing with you guys before I left, I thought, oh my gosh, right? Too much stuff, not enough, I wasn't sure. My light is flickering and bugging me. So if you missed it, go back and watch last week, because I showed you all of that, and I talked about the resort, and I talked about what we did, and all those things. Today, I'm showing you what I purchased. What did I spend money on in the Dominican? Also, my hair's a mess. Things are, it's a lazy day today. So I am filming in my bedroom because my husband and my daughter are home. So I want it to be a little quieter. So that's where we are. First I want to say, as a shopaholic, okay, we've talked about this. We've talked about me being a shopaholic and how I'm trying my best to not spend money on things that I don't need, all that kind of thing. I feel like I really prepared myself for this trip. My husband and I talked about it. We had a set amount of money that I was going to take with me in U.S. funds. I kind of knew, how much money I would need for tipping housekeeping staff, how much money I would need for tipping in general, some excursions I wanted to do, the cost of those. So I kind of, had an idea. And usually when I do vacations, I do tend to buy way more stuff than I need. I think a lot of tourists do that though, because, you're there, you're in the culture, you're immersed. You're like, ooh, who knows when I'll be back, or if I'll ever be back. I should buy everything now. And that's typically what I've done. I'm pretty proud of myself, you guys. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself. Number one, I stuck to the budget. I did not spend more money than what my husband and I had agreed upon. With the exception of, I did end up spending some money in the airport on the way back because I bought some food for the plane. It ended up being 8 hours on the plane. It was a long plane ride, you guys. And the prices on the plane were really expensive, and I didn't want to risk that. So I did buy a sandwich and some drinks and some chips, for the plane ride at the airport. So I did spend a little extra that wasn't in that budget because I didn't think of that. So other than that, though, I stuck to budget. And not only that, I did use the credit card to pay for an excursion. I took the American cash I had, the amount of that excursion that I put on the credit card, and I put it aside. So I have the money to pay the credit card for the excursion that I went on. So we're literally down $40, and that's because of what I spent at the airport on the ride home. So I'm pretty proud of myself. And I'm going to show you what I got. And I'm pretty proud of myself on what I purchased as well, because a lot of it is consumable products, which means they're not going to sit on a shelf forever. We're going to enjoy them, and then they'll be gone. So let's start with the things I purchased in no particular order, okay? And not just purchase. Some of this stuff was free. So let's start with something that was free. Coffee. Yes. These are the little freebie coffees that they have in your hotel room. Okay? I'm aware. I brought it for my husband. He loves coffee. Is this good coffee? I don't know. Probably not. But it is from the Dominican. So I thought, why not? It's in my room for us to use. My roommate and I did not use this at all. So I thought I would just put it in my little suitcase and bring it home to give her a go. It is made right in the Dominican Republic. So we'll see. So I brought that for my husband. Went to the beach. Got some seashells for my daughter. Some of these are really cool, okay? So I ended up picking up, can you see that? I don't know, the reflection and stuff. Like really cool seashell. Okay, really cool. Just some really cool ones. These were found on the Caribbean. Okay, so the Caribbean beach. Look at this one. It's got like a fossil in there. Can you see that? Really, really cool. There's some really cute ones. This one, really pretty. My daughter loves seashells. This is a really thick shell. I know there's a reflection. I'm sorry. But really cool. Check this one out, you guys. Like, oh, there's sand. Yes, there's sand. I know, you're not supposed to bring sand back. I didn't mean to, but there is sand in there. Really cool little seashells. Look at this one. I did make sure there weren't any critters in here because I didn't want to bring any critters back. And then the one that is my favorite that I found. Check it out, you guys. How awesome is that? So I brought those back for my daughter. She's very happy with them. Just a little cup of shells. Hang on, I gotta blow my computer. Brand new computer and I got sand in it. That's great. No problem. Also, my daughter wanted me to show you, I don't think you're going to be able to see this. This is the sand from the beach. This was in the bottom of the jar of the seashells. It's white. Like, if you've ever been to the Caribbean, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, they have white, sandy beaches. The sand is so fine and soft on your feet. Highly recommend. It was amazing. Okay. Let's get into things that I purchased. Okay. Oh, I also brought back a little umbrella. I got a pineapple pina colada. The umbrella was in there. Super cute. Okay. I bought myself this hat. It says Punta Cana on it. Punta Cana original. Super cute. I love it. I wore this in the pool. So that's what I got myself, was the hat. I also bought myself 3 little magnets. They're downstairs on my fridge. I forgot to bring them up. 3 little Punta Cana magnets. They came together in a 3-pack. It was $9 for the magnets. The hat I did buy in the hotel gift shop. The hat was expensive, you guys. It was expensive, okay? It was $28 US. I know, it was really expensive. But I didn't really buy myself that much more. So I felt fine spending the money on that. We got my daughter, she was very excited. I got her this lollipop. This was probably her favorite thing that I brought back for her. We went to a place where they had Dominican candy and chocolates and all that stuff. And I thought the price wasn't too bad. This one was $4. You guys, it was $4 US. I'm like, that's not bad. Like, I feel like that's about what I would pay for this here, honestly. I don't know if it tastes any good or not, but my daughter loves pink, so I got her a pink one. So we'll see. I also picked her up, this is milk chocolate. I love the packaging. It says kids right on it. It's colorful packaging. Milk chocolate. This one, It doesn't have a price on it. I can't remember how much this was. I want to say it was like $5 maybe US. I can't remember. But it's milk chocolate. I also got her a smaller milk chocolate. It's a different brand. This one was $2 US, $2. So again, I feel like that wasn't that expensive. You know what I mean? Let's stick with chocolates since we're on the chocolates. I got more of the little bars, the $2 bars. This one is milk chocolate with coffee. We've got a white chocolate because I do love white chocolate. And then we've got 2 more milk chocolates, just plain milk chocolates. One for each of us. I did pick up some larger bars. This one is rum chocolate. I love rum flavored things. So I got that one. And then they had a sample of this and it was really good. It's sea salt milk chocolate. I love sea salt and chocolate together. Absolutely love it. So I picked those up. Lots of consumables. I also picked up, let me grab these. These are Dominican milk candies. They feel like really hard. I think they're like a taffy type of thing. This one is dulce de leche. We have coffee. We've got, this one is coconut and milk. And then I got 2 of the rum. And these were $1 each. $1 each for the milk candy. My friends, because don't forget, I was on this trip with like 23 girls. One of my friends, they had like, I think it was it a 6-pack? I think it was a 6-pack of rum cake, and they were all different flavors. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like, I don't know, $30 US maybe. I could be wrong. Or maybe 25. Anyway, for rum cakes. She said she's heard the rum cakes are amazing. I was kind of interested, but I was like, I don't need that many, so I didn't buy any. She was buying it as a gift for her mother, I think, and her dad, I think her parents. And she ended up buying it. When we got back to the resort, there was a knock on our door, and I answered it, and it was her. And she gifted me a coconut flavored rum cake from the pack that she bought because she said my parents don't like coconuts. So she gave it to me and I was like, thank you so much. I'm so excited. This is the Tortuga brand. If you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, you know. Caribbean rum cake in coconut flavor. So I've never had rum cake like this before. It's good until August. So we're going to try it and see. I'm kind of excited. This one, I think this is made in Jamaica. It says Jamaica Caribbean Rum Cake, Jamaica Limited. So that'll be exciting. I'm very excited to try that. So thank you, Erica. So that's great. I also bought hot chocolates, you guys. They had samples. So when we went in, they had a little chocolate area. They had samples of the hot chocolate. It was so friggin' good. It's like it's like they took a dark chocolate bar and just melted it down. Like, you don't need a big cup of it because it is rich and dark. It is so good. So I got this. This was, I can't remember the price. It doesn't have a sticker on it. I want to say it was like $9 US for this bag. It's half a pound. And I mean, you only use a little bit. So this will last a long time because, like I said, you don't want a big cup because it's so rich. but it was so good. So I got that. I also, at the chocolate shop, got cocoa butter. They actually showed you how they like make it and stuff. It was so cool. But I picked up the cocoa butter. Again, there's no price on this. I know it was a better deal to get this size because they had small ones and they had like cocoa butter, like lip balm and stuff. But I got this. My roommate also got one. I want to say it was like $11 maybe for this. I can't remember. But it's supposed to be really good. This is also edible. Okay, so it's cocoa butter. It's edible cocoa butter, and it's made from Dominican organic cocoa beans. You can use it for bakery, drinks, and DIY beauty, it says. They also said if you rub this like on your tattoos and stuff, it helps to like moisturize them, but also makes like the color come out more and kind of make it more vibrant again. So cocoa butter, very excited. And then they also had, sorry guys, I moved my leg and I shifted you. They also had cigar making, and tasting testing. So there was a guy there actually rolling cigars with the tobacco leaves. It was so cool to watch them do it. And then they also had different flavors of cigars, which was really cool. I did buy a pack of cigars. Now, I'm not a smoker. My husband's not really a smoker. Every once in a while, maybe, like, we've been together 15 years. I can count on one finger, if that, how many times I've seen my husband smoke. But every once in a while, he's kind of mentioned, like, oh, it might be nice to just have, like, a cigar. You know, like, just once in a while. And I figure worst case scenario, it's just a fun thing to have. And I thought they were pretty good. Like I said, they had different flavors. Chocolates. You guys, I got chocolate cigars. Crazy, right? It was $15 for 10. I thought that was a good price. Like, okay. Now, these are not all chocolate because some of my friends, they also bought cigars and they got different flavors. So we swapped. So I've got 4 chocolates. I've got 2 cherry, which is supposed to be really good. I've got 2 vanilla, and I've got 2 rum flavored cigars. So they smell good too. So got that. Again, all consumable so far. I picked up cinnamon. This is the biggest container I could find. I wanted a bigger container. I couldn't find a bigger one. This one I feel was expensive because I did buy it at the gift shop at the hotel. This was $5 US. There's not a lot of cinnamon in there for $5 US. But this is my special cinnamon. So this is specifically for me to put on my coffee because I like cinnamon on top of my coffee. So I'm excited to try it. I've heard the cinnamon there is different. It's a different type of cinnamon than what we get here in Canada. I can't remember. It doesn't say on here. I can't remember which type, but I did research it. So I'm curious to see what it tastes like. Also at the gift shop here, I picked this up for me. It's got Punta Cana on it. It's just a little card holder. So you've got places to put your cards. I know you can't really see, but there are little places to put cards. And then on this side, there's places to put your cards. It's got a key ring and also a little hook. I just found when we're like going, I've got like my little fanny pack type style thing, and we throw like our room key cards and stuff, and we would always lose them. So I'm like, if I got something like this, I could put them in there. We'd know where it is, easier to find. And you can also even just tuck some money and stuff in here too, and that way it's all together. I think this was like $9 US. A couple of the girls also got these. So that's another thing I got myself. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. My daughter, I got her this cute little backpack. It's like a mini backpack keychain. Again, it's got the hook and the little keychain. It matches my card holder. How cute is that? Because she likes when we match. My daughter loves things like this. She loves to put like gems and rocks and stuff in these little backpacks. So I got her that because I knew she'd like it. I think the backpack was $12 US. And it's actually, I know you can't tell, but it's like a really thick kind of material, and it's like easy wipe off and stuff. And then inside I put some necklaces. I got her 3 necklaces. These I feel were expensive. They were $9 US each, but I thought they were super cute. My daughter loves lavender, so I got this little necklace for her. It's got an adorable little butterfly. Super cute. These were all handmade. And then I got her this one, which was light pink. She also likes light pink. And it's got a super cute little pink flower on there. And then the last one I got her was this light yellow one. And this one's got little flowers on it. And then a little heart charm, which I thought was super, super cute. So I got those for her. She's really getting into jewelry now. She's 9 and she really loves her jewelry. So that's what I brought her back. I was going to get her like a t-shirt and stuff, but she doesn't really care about that kind of thing, if I'm being honest. So I'm like, why waste it? She's going to outgrow the t-shirt. Then what do you do with it? You know what I mean? So I got her that. So that's cute. And then we're almost done, you guys. So far, that's all I bought. Everything's pretty much consumable besides my card holder, my hat, the magnets, and then the necklaces for my daughter and the backpack, little mini backpack for my daughter. The seashells were free. Everything's consumable. I am a rum drinker, and you can't go to the Dominican without buying rum. I was hoping they had rum taste testing. There was an excursion you could go on where you could actually taste the rum. I wanted to do that excursion, but it was only offered like certain days. And this, where I bought all this stuff, or most of this stuff, was like a shopping trip. So it was free to go. They take you to a store, and they said there was cigar, watching them make the cigars and cigar sampling, which there was. They also said there was chocolate sampling, which there was. They also said there was rum sampling. Now, technically there was, and I'll get into that in a second, but not on the rums that I wanted to taste. So I couldn't actually taste it. And I'm kind of ignorant when it comes to all the different types of rums and different labels and brands. Like, I don't really know. I was trying to ask the girl, like, what's the difference between all of these? And all she said was, these ones are strong, these ones are light. I like a light rum. So I kind of picked out a couple bottles. I don't know if they're going to be good or not. I have no idea. So if you are like a rum connoisseur and you're watching this and I show you what I bought, don't come for me, okay? I'm the first one to admit I don't know anything about rums. I don't. So I'm hoping these are good. That's all I got to say, okay? The first bottle I got was this one. Brugal is the brand. I don't know. I have no idea. It's all in Spanish. So I don't know. This was $17 US. This is a 700 ml. $17 US. I thought that was really cheap. So that made me a little nervous. I'm like, oh, it's really cheap. Does that mean it's really cheap rum? I don't know. Honestly, I felt all their liquor was priced really reasonable. So I have no idea. I like the color though. It's like an amber color. I really like that. That kind of intrigued me a bit. So we'll have to try it and see. They did have rum in an actual coconut, which I thought was really cool. Like they took a coconut and they like tapped it, right? And then put like a little spigot kind of thing in there and filled it with rum. And then all of the coconut is supposed to mix with the rum and give the rum like a coconut taste. I was intrigued. I did not buy it because number one, my husband doesn't like coconut. Number two, I was worried because it was an actual coconut. I didn't know if I could bring that back to Canada. And I was scared if I got caught with it, they would take it. So I did not buy it, but it looked really cool. Again, if I could have tasted it and it was really good, I probably would have chanced it if I'm being honest, but I didn't. So I went with this one. So we'll see. I also bought this one. This one is Barcelo Dominicano Dorado. It says it's an aged rum. You can tell this one is also kind of like an amber color. It looks a little bit lighter than the first one. Not by a lot, but a little bit. So again, I don't know. The bottle looked fancy. I'm not sure. This one was $16. And this is also a 700 ml. So I don't know, you guys. I just don't know enough about rum. This was made right in the Dominican. I don't know. The rum is made from sugarcane. We drove by the sugarcane fields and everything. So I don't know. I hope it's good. I'm not sure. Then I bought Mama Juana. Have you heard of Mama Juana before? Because until I went to the Dominican, I had not. Now, when we were at our resort, we wanted to get some shots. And we said, just give us some shots. And they gave us Mama Juana shots. You guys, it was the worst drink I've ever had in my life. It was horrible. And you're probably saying, then why did you buy a bottle of it, Melissa? I'm going to tell you. The shot we got at the resort was horrible. None of the girls liked it. We were all like, never again. When we went to the shop, remember when I said there was technically rum tasting? They had samples of Mama Juana, okay? And they said, Mama Juana samples. And all of us immediately, no, like, we did that. Not good. She said, try it. It's different. Okay. We tried it. She was so right. This tasted amazing. I don't know what the big difference was. My phone's ringing. Just ignore it. I don't know what the difference was, you guys. It was so different. And it was really good. So I bought a bottle of it. Now, again, it's all in Spanish. I don't know much about it. What I do know is it is, according to them, an aphrodisiac. Okay, according to them, it is. I just had a shot of it. I don't know if I would agree with that after one shot. Maybe you need a few. I don't know. But basically, can you see? Look in the bottle. Do you see all of that? They have got tree bark, herbs, spices in this bottle. Okay? Then this bottle is filled with rum, red wine, and honey or sweetener. It sits in here with all of these tree bark and herbs and everything, and all the flavors come out and it all mixes together. It tastes like red wine, or if you've ever had a port. It was so good. So this is a 350 ml bottle. They had different sizes, but honestly, there's not a ton in here because like it's full of all that stuff, right? So there's not a ton of liquid. What you do, I should tell you the price. It was $14 US. Okay, $14 for this. So you drink it, and then once the liquid is gone, you don't throw this bottle out. You keep this bottle and you reuse it. So you're just going to put in it, once it's empty, equal parts red wine, rum, and honey. And then you leave it for at least minimum 5 days for all, again, the flavors and everything to come out. And you can reuse this bottle. I think they said anywhere like up to 15 to 20 years. How cool is that? So there was a bit of controversy, I guess. A lot of people were like, I don't know if controversy is the right word, debate on whether this was legal to bring back to Canada or not. Because technically it's plant matter, right? It's tree bark and herbs, and you're not supposed to bring plant matter back. So what we found was you can bring it back as long as it's in liquid. You could also buy just the herbs and stuff. That, from what I understand, and again, don't quote me, do your own research, but as long as it was in liquid, you could bring it back. If it was just dry, you could not bring it back. So we did manage to bring it back. We did declare, a lot of other girls bought this as well. And I did hear when we talked to customs, a lot of the girls specifically said, I have a bottle of Mamajuana. And they didn't even bat an eye. So obviously it's okay to bring back. So I did actually pick up 2 bottles, one for us and one for our neighbors. Our neighbors are great. Last time they went on a trip, they brought me back vanilla from Mexico because they know I love vanilla. So I got them a bottle of this because they like interesting things. So I got that to try. So we'll see. You guys, that's it. That's it. That is all the shopping I did on my trip. I'm so proud of myself. Everything is like consumable except for, you know, like the hat and the magnets. But again, I'll use the hat. The magnets are on the fridge. I got Madar some necklaces. She'll wear them. I got her the little backpack. You know, my husband, rum for him. Like, we'll share the rum, the cigars, and then the coffee. I know it was free, but it doesn't matter. You can give a gift without having spent money on it. That's not what it's about, right? So I'm really proud of myself. As a shopaholic, as someone who's working on getting better, I'm so proud of myself. I did not go crazy. I did not spend a ton of money. I did not buy a ton of stuff that I don't need or I don't have a place to put. And I'll be honest with you, there were things that I wanted. Absolutely. Like a friend of mine, she bought this gorgeous wind chime made out of shells. It was beautiful. I absolutely loved it. And it was very inexpensive. I think it was like $24. I totally would have bought one. I totally would have. But I thought about it. I'm like, okay, number one, it's fragile, right? I'm going to have to get my suitcase and bring it home where it doesn't break. Probably won't happen. Number two, where am I going to put it? I didn't really want to put it outside. I already have wind chimes outside. I didn't want to put another one outside. There was really nowhere for me to hang it in my house. So I'm like, no. So I left it there. And I feel good about it. It used to be I would not buy something and then I would regret it. I feel good. I feel good with what I spent money on. I feel good. So I'm very happy. That's a win for my wellness. Like I said, the shopaholic thing, I'm working on it. Some days are better than others. I feel like this was a good time. And I'm pretty proud of myself. So I'm going to take that as a wellness win. And yeah. So like I said, if you missed last week's video where I showed you what I did use in my suitcase, what I didn't, go back and watch it. I talk a little bit more about the trip in that video. And that is it. Next Wellness Wednesday, we'll probably jump into something new now that the trip is over. I've talked about it. We've shown you what I have purchased, that kind of thing. If you have any questions about the things I purchased or the trip itself or anything whatsoever, make sure you put it in the comments. I do read all the comments. I will reply to you. I appreciate every single one of you, and I really enjoy your feedback and communicating with you. So make sure you do that. Give me a thumbs up on this video and make sure you subscribe as well. Okay, guys, until next time, bye.